So looking at this this draft right here, we have our first game for our first series. We have No Limit versus Aether Atlas. Sa side ng No Limit, we have JP on the carry, Kelvs naman sa Tamus, Raflesha on the Minotaur, Sky on the Harith, and MM on the Ethos.
Sa kabila naman, Aether Atlas, you have Lebron on the Kimi, Kripzu ang ating Akai, si Changu ang ating Tagra, Lue onto the Beleric, and Kenji with the Leomord.
Ito na nga si Kelvs, medyo hinahabol ngayon ni Leomord. But again, ito yung kailangan nyo mag-farm eh. Kailangan mo lang talaga magkaroon ng enough farm, enough sustain for them to group up on the next few minutes of the game.
Wow. Oh, a lot of damage already done ng Kel VJ na pinumi agad ngayon. Ito yung gusto ko rin sabihin na napansin ko na nakita namin from gusto ko lang din parang i-expand yung sinabi ko kanina. Nakakita tayo ng single tank na choices for teams. And ang napapansin ko is, yun nga, single tank, tapos mayroon kang either fighter or healer. This time, healer, ginamit ko dito with Estes. It's not, hindi lang siya kinuha dahil sa heal, don't get me wrong. You will also get a lot of damage output coming from this, so, a lot of control as well. Pero hindi siya katulad ng isa pang discipline niya, na single tank plus fighter. For example, single tank Minotaur, tapos meron ka ng Mean Sitar, for example, na hindi naman siya rough tank, hindi siya hard tank, pero kukunin mo siya as fighter. So, the thing is, you mix up one tank plus one support or plus one fighter. The idea is to help your teammates by killing your opponents instead of giving you, parang soaking the damage out from your opponents. So, parang uunahan mo lang patayin yung kalaban mo.
Pati yung binibigay din kasi ng sustainability ng SSA with the amount of healing, it really depends on how many heroes are there whenever he uses ultimate. So, parang ano rin yan eh, parang ang laking sustainability na kaya niyang ibigay. And I think Estes here is a very good composition when it comes to this playstyle of No Limit. So nakita natin, unang-una pa lang, umiikot ka agad ang top, carry and also Estes with this combination. They might be able to choke him out. Changu, mukhang hindi naman ng stun. But it's a 4-man group up coming from No Limit, putting up this early aggression, and they might be the one who's going to take down the turtle. At pumapeso na rin ang Aether Atlas. Unti-unti nakakaramdam ang Aether Atlas. They're trying to poke the turtle away. But ito na magkaroon tayo magandang skirmish dito. Level 4, si Raflesha. But I think the ultimate is not ready yet. Nagamit nila kanina nung sinubukan nilang patayin si Changu.
Will cool down soon. But for Aether Atlas, ina-try pa rin nila dito yung turtle. The chopping mula kay Dipsy dito. Nakakaganda ka kay ultimate. And they will get one. That's SS down for the count. Benedict with the ultimate as well. Lesha, umano dito na magandang timing. Sound Force activated already. But the turtle will be taken by the Kag. Patay dito yung Akai. Kung mapapatay din dito yung Minotaur, the Benedict will be traded out. Harith will get that one. Kel VJ will get the double kill as he takes on the Kag. This is Kel trying to run away from LeBron. But LeBron already makapatay dito si Tamos.
3-4-2 exchange coming again on the side of No Limit, and also yung retribution ni Kagura, sinecure niya yung turtle and he's able to dish out a lot of damage here. But then again, mahirap kasing pumesto eh. Kung sakaling pumasok ka with the Tamus at si Carry yung rather si Kimi yung fina-focus niya, you need to focus on Tamus. So dinidisable nila yung damage output ni Lebron. So a good way of controlling the skirmish again coming from No Limit.
The thing with Aether Atlas is pwede nilang i-abuse yung fact na meron silang range dito, enough range from the Kag, from the Kimi. There's one way for you to kind of hamper the growth of a Tamus. Kasi Tamus is a very melee-based hero, wants to get into your face. If you kite him out, pwede siyang hindi siya maglalast sa team fights. Because the thing with Tamus is he has to deal the damage in a very short range for him to actually survive the fights. Because otherwise, yung Contrat Inferno niya hindi mag-hit, hindi siya mag-proc, which also means na wala siyang sustain.
Tama.
So if you're Aether Atlas, you have to kind of take advantage of the range advantage that you have versus the Thamus. So as the Harith is not, hindi siya ganun ka long range of a hero eh. Kimi and Kag will outrange the Harith for sure. And that is one thing that Aether Atlas should take advantage of.
Tama. Pati makikita mo dito yung positioning nila eh. Kailangan ingatan nila. They need to keep an eye on this, on Kripsu. Kasi once makapasok siya, or after using the Salmon Force, you need to position yourself away. Kailangan mo agad makapunta sa backlines para ma-pushback mo si Sky. Pero, andun lagi si MM eh. So, andun pa lagi sustainability and also the slow coming from MM as well. At ito nga yung No Limit, their aggression. Kinakatagad nila yung wave and then para lang ma-secure yung next turtle.
Yeah. They actually secure the next turtle here.
Pero iko-contest din ng ano yun eh. Alam ng Aether Atlas na nandun din yung No Limit. And Chou,
it's all about who starts the fight. Kanina dun sa laban, Aether Atlas had the upper hand in terms of starting the fight. Velarigor, deactivate this ultimate. Medyo hindi maganda for Aether Atlas. They've already expended one of their ultimates. The chopping wala na flash up. Gandang Mino of Fury. Slowly, dalawa dito. Nakakuha na sila isang kill kay Gang. Summon na rin dito yung Akai. Kenji wants to salvage this fight but he can't. They have to back away right now as No Limit will win that fight.
Ang ganda ng pagkakapasok ni Reflexio doon into a Minuan's Fury. Dalawa agad ang nahuli nila with the follow-up coming from MM and the burst damage coming from No Limit. Na-secure agad nila yung dalawa. At ano sila, wala na silang control. Si Akai namatay din si Changu. Yun lang yung magiging prior threat nila from coming from this 6-minute mark eh. Kung wala pag damage output or rather yung scaling, rather power spike ni LeBron. So a good Minoan Fury securing the turtle and also winning them fight.
Now onto the bottom side of the map, trying to push dito on No Limit. Unfortunately, mukhang hindi na dedepensa ng Aether Atlas. Since many members of No Limit already able to push it. There's the endless battle picked up by JP. This is a really close fight, pero nahuli si Chou. It's an ultimate versus an ultimate. Commitment from both teams, no one will die.
Oo, pero at least meron silang idea na yung Zaman Force and also the Hurricane Dance has been used already. So they will try to choke them out, taking all of their resources, especially the buff, away from Aether Atlas.
It could be another clash here in the middle. But I think that No Limit is getting the upper hand into this game slowly and surely because of the fact that they have this Thamus that's split pushing around the map. So this is actually a 4 versus 5 commitment for both teams, wherein No Limit will get that +1, which is the Thamus, who really doesn't really want to fight per se, but can actually fight whenever he wants to. Zaman Force connects onto LeBron, and in comes the Minoan Fury connecting onto LeBron. It'll be chased down by the Estes. Actually, the Harik will be the one to dish out the damage. A double kill already for No Limit.
At ang sakit na ng damage ni Estes ng patay. Siya pa yung nakakuha ng double kill doon. And again, this aggression coming from Team No Limit. Hindi pa rin tapos si Kel sa ipabakbakan kay Kenji. He's still trying to cut this farm of Leomord. Control. Isa yan sa mga bagay na kaya mong gawin for Atamus. Just be aggressive on this Leomord. Stop mo siya na makakuha ng farm since you're forcing Aether Atlas to play 4 versus 5 eh. So kailangan mag-stick lang as 5 and then take all of the objectives. Talking about objective, top lane. Ubus na kayo ng tier 2 turrets. So unti-unting ginagalawan ng No Limit dito. Chinichoke rather.
Yes, this is actually No Limit that we did mention kanina, getting some little bit of advantage slowly and surely. Tapos syempre magkapila itong mga konting advantages na to over time. We did mention that the objectives did favor No Limit. They have 5 tower turrets down as compared to 2 only for Aether Atlas. Ang laking gold influx na mabibigay sa nila as well as map control. And it's very important to have map control if you have a marksman like this carry. It's actually level 9, 0, 0, and 5 for JP. And the fact na hindi siya namamatay dito meant na talagang nakapag-farm siya na maigi.
Nakapag-farm nga siya. Kasi talagang hindi siya nakakontrol. Ito na nga yung Hurricane Dance. But again, MM with the ultimate. They're trying to control. Minoan Fury into 4 into Zaman Force. Hindi pa rin sila tapos. Napakagandang setup naman nun from Team No Limit. But Kenji is still trying to run away. JP will be not going to secure that kill. Lue on the backside. Reflesha being caught out by Chou. Here comes the 1,000-pounder. And the kill from Akai. Pero hindi pa rin sila tapos. Backlines Lebron. A nice way for them to separate the rest of Aether Atlas. Dalawang skirmish agad na nangyayari doon.
Wow. Nakikita natin dito yung sustain coming out from the S is really paying off for No Limit. I thought that they already lost that fight. Kasi ito magandang start talaga sa No Limit. No questions asked. So ganda no kanilang ultimate commitment. But they were kind of kited around. Ngayon nga lang, yung Aether Atlas, dahil masyado silang nagtagal dun sa laban, nag-favor sa No Limit because No Limit will have the advantage for longer team fights. Because they have Estes, they have Thamus, they have Carry. These heroes, they want the fights to go longer. Even when there's a Beleric, they have got the advantage because Aether Atlas stayed for far too long.
At sino kayo makakasecure dito ng Lord? Here comes the jump. Ultimate coming from Lue. Pero it wouldn't be enough. The Zaman Force. And again, the damage from Thamus. He'll be the one's going to secure that kill. Carry. Ito na nga sinasabi natin. Unti-unti na nag-flex. Si Kelps. Mukhang habol pa with the jump again. 1,000-pounder from Chou. Able to run away. And they'll be the one's going to secure the Lord. That's the Lord one.
Very nice discipline coming out from No Limit. Hindi na sila naghabol pa further. They did lose their Estes back then. But of course, the advantage of the Lord, and they were able to take down 3. Ang ganda ng mga Minoan Fury timings dito coming out from Reflesha. I think na tama yung timing niya, hindi lang to start the fights but also to salvage a fight whenever it is already turned around. Kasi without the use of the Zaman Force, tapos bigla nag-Minoan Fury sa bandang dulo na ng laban, I think Aether Atlas would have capitalized on that fact. But because of the fact that No Limit, tiniming nila yung kanilang mga teamfight tools dito perfectly well, natalo nila dito yung Aether Atlas doon sa fight around the Lord.
Pati ang ganda ng ginagawa ng No Limit dito. Alam nila kung kailan sila magte-take ng fight. Alam nila kung kailan, kung kaya nilang tapusin yung fight, kung kaya nilang manalo rather. But then again, this ultimate's coming from No Limit, and yung Estes, ito yung Estes debut after the rework. Pinapakita ng No Limit kung paano gamitin ng Estes.
Yeah.
And they're really going or doing good when it comes to this this fight. And also Lord is matitake down ng Aether Atlas.
Yeah, this is already a big problem para sa Atlas. Inhibitor down sa top, jumping mula kay Grixu. Actually, magandang usage dito ng kanyang Hercules. Yung alam nakapag-bulwark pa rin, and the Sound Force will be there. Minoan Fury! Nauli sila lahat dito at inuubos na nga sila. Ginamit dito yung Phantom Steel, but that will not help him. 3 down on the side of Aether Atlas as No Limit will get the upper hand. They still have their cores intact. Yung tatlong core pa dito, buhay na buhay!
Nauwi na naman dalawa!
Nauwi dalawa! At ubos sila dito. That's No Limit.
Oh, wipe out.
Winning this game. Wow. This best of 3 series will favor No Limit.
Tol, ang ganda ng pagkakalagay ng Zaman Force and also ng Minoan Fury.
Yeah.
Alam nila kung saan yung position at pasok na pasok. Tingin ko yun yung key kung bakit nanalo yung No Limit dito against
wow. Ito yung shoot na shoot. Yung
shoot na shoot, tol. Shoot na shoot, tol.
Shoot talaga. The fact that they did last pick this Johead. This Johead is one of the perfect heroes to go up against this lineup. Now, aga lang nila dito with the Ejector. And they will contest where the Lunox or where the Kimi is. At ang isa pang problema for Aether Atlas, nag-isa pa sila dito na slow hero, which is the Claude. Meaning to say na talagang pressure na to sa lane.
Tama. Talaga yung aggression and also the pick-up potential coming up from Johead. Ang laki ng aggression na kayang ibigay ng Team No Limit dito. But again, AE looking for an early or their own aggression as well. Apat agad ng hero ng Evos along ng Breath of the Ocean. Uy, sakong-sakto yata. Immobile si Reflesha. Time run away. You'll be able to flicker out. But the damage is there. Again, the sustainability coming from Aether Atlas, man. Oh my goodness. Again, LeBron. He's able to free hit and double kill coming from LeBron. Dalawa ganun nakuha niya.
4 kills already for Aether Atlas. Sinabi ko kanina maganda early game ng No Limit, but even better, the adjustment from Aether Atlas. The big problem that No Limit will have right now is wala sila talaga nung damage pa right now at 1 minute mark. But if Aether Atlas actually groups together and contests No Limit, lalo doon sa kanilang jungle, mas nananalo sila. And now, No Limit were too late to the party when they tried to salvage that buff. Masyadong nang late yung pagdating ng kanilang mga kampe. That's why Aether Atlas were able to get the 4 kills.
Nako, medyo well, lumalamang sa ang Aether Atlas dito when it comes to the early game, but they need to keep an eye. Once No Limit got their level 4s, their ultimates rather.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
You need to keep an eye always, especially when it comes to JP. Once meron siyang Dark Knight Falls, hindi mo na kailangan mo na makita agad yung positioning mo. You don't want to overcommit and you need to prevent. Since they have this joy, they can just toss you back.
It's a turtle gonna be secured by the Lunox. Very good start already para sa Aether Atlas. Ang main problem ng No Limit, lalo na sa mga compositions that nagpe-favor sa early game, is kapag unsuccessful yung early game nila, sobrang bilis nila mag-fall off. And now Aether Atlas, they have got the advantage of the late game. And now they will try to go for the flash at this time, and Minotaur goes down as easy as that.
Nako. Tingin ko kailangan ng i-control, i-maintain rather ng Aether Atlas yung kahitong klaseng aggression. Since meron silang Reflesha So, what's good with Reflesha is he can provide that AoE heal and also that additional burst of movement speed for them to reposition themselves. And by that, they're able to secure that turret on the bottom lane.
Yeah. Okay. Interestingly, JP is just level 3. 3 minutes in. Ngayon lang siya, nakakuha lang niya ng kanyang level 4. And this is really bad for No Limit. Sobrang nawala na sigila. They run out of steam, essentially. And the way for them to salvage this is actually quite a fight, but they've got the Beleric, not the easiest target in the world. Or ultimate activated by the Lunox as they try to chase down the Thamos, but Thamos is already down and out. Later, Atlas not gonna find any kill after that, especially after the activation of the Dark Knight Falls.
And ito yung ginagawa ng playstyle ng, ng Aether Atlas. 4-1. Mga parang, sige, give space kami kay Claude, farm ka lang, kunin mo lahat ng items mo. Tingin ko yung 4 na heroes na to, plus Raflesha, is enough for them to apply a lot of aggression. Kakagaling nila sa bottom lane. Ngayon, nasa top lane na sila. They're trying to, parang i-scatter yung mga players ng No Limit.
They're trying to i-dissect bali yung No Limit dito pa isa-isa para hindi nga naman para mas lumamang sila sa laban. The thing with No Limit is they do group up together, they're really strong, but if you think about like Thamos na mag-isa or for example Thamos plus Minotaur na magkasama, they will not get the kill. Kadita plus Johead, they might get the kill, pero kung mas marami yung Aether Atlas, especially if the Beleric is there, no, they can't. So idea that what I'm trying to say is that if No Limit don't have the proper ingredients, they can't win fights. While Aether Atlas, any mix and match nila kaya makakuha ng kill. Lunox plus Beleric, Lunox plus the Kimi, for example, they can get kills.
Yeah. Pati Lunox plus Kimi, ang laking burst na in early game. So, kailangan nila is yung sustainability. So, we have Rafaela and also Kripzu na kaya mag-sustain.
Yeah.
Kaya lang make sure na yung core nila is talagang buhay when it comes to this early aggression. 4-1 ang play ng ginagawa ng Aether Atlas.
Now they have, what, 4,000 gold in the bank. Nakapush pa sila dun sa top. That's actually LeBron. Oh, I like this a lot. Kasi di ba binention ko kanina na pagdapunta sa side lanes yung isang Kimi, tapos ang kaharapin niya either Hellcurt o kaya Thamos, tapos naka-jungle emblem siya, hindi niya kaya magstay sa lane. But now, he did favor the Bounty Hunter. This is much better as compared to the jungle emblem na usually kinukuha ng mga Kimi kapag galing sa middle lane. So, very nice adjustments from Aether Atlas. Really commendable on their part.
So, yung aggression talaga nila, more on taking kills para makakuha siya ng mga additional items such as BO3 has been picked up by LeBron. So, tingin ko talagang magiging 4 versus 5 fight to habang si Claude naman is nagpa-farm. So, ang laking bagay na ginagawa ng Aether Atlas, ang laking space rather yung binibigay nila para kay Kenji mag-farm.
Kenji slowly getting the farm advantage over any member of the No Limit side right now. Sitting on level 9 while yung mga core dito, highest level for No Limit is actually just level 8.
Level 8.
Si JP, it's looking grim for No Limit kasi if they don't find any more kills in the coming minutes, hindi na sila makabawi out na ba tapos dito.
Ang ganda ng ginagawang poke ng Aether Atlas dito. Meron silang stun disable coming from Rafaela with a long range at hindi nila kailangan pumasok, hindi nila kailangan sumulubsob sa pinakaloob para lang makakuha ng kill. As you can see, they're able to take down J as easy as that. At plus the tower as well.
Ulak pa sila dito ng sa mabilis sa top. Now, Beleric, tamang out lang for Aether Atlas. I mean, after the ultimates were activated for No Limit, and Aether Atlas actually doing what No Limit did to them in the previous match. Now Turtle will be slain by Aether Atlas. Rafaela actually gets it. That's Lue to take the buff.
And we're about to hit our 7-minute mark, 6-1 mga kaibigan. And we already have a 5K net worth lead coming from the Aether Atlas. So parang ito yung reverse na nangyari kaninang game 1.
Oh, definitely reverse. Ang ganda ng lineup dito ng No Limit, to be honest. But Aether Atlas, I would say, the better adjustments. Yes, kinda face problems with the draft, but because of their adjustments, una, yung nananasin sa game na to. LeBron adjusted. Hindi siya nag-jungle emblem, nag-assassin emblem siya. And of course, yung kanilang overall movement as a team, they also adjusted. They know that they can win in lane versus lane, but the Minotaur will be committed. Not enough, however. The Claude dishing out the damage. Hunter goes down. Sama dito yung Lunox, but Thamos already out as well as Sky. To be next, that's a wipeout. Aether Atlas. Napakagandang Blazing Duet entrance para dito sa ating Claude. Kenji, they get 3-0-2-0. That was really perfect for the Claude.
Well, tingin ko, lahat binato ng No Limit Yung ultimate sila. tingin ko lang talaga, with the amount of sustainability and also the protection coming from Beleric, with this nature shield, kayang-kaya nilang i-sustain, kaya nilang i-absorb yung ganong klaseng amount ng damage na coming from No Limit. Plus, the Sky Guardian helmet coming purchased from Creepsu, so hindi niya kailangang umuwi. Kailangan niya lang umikot ng umikot. And again, yung heal ng Raflesha, man, so, ang laking ginagawa ng ano.
Ito yata yung tunay na walking fountain eh.
Ito yun ang walking fountain. Plus meron ka pang Nako Rafaela.
They can't fight naman yun. They wanna go for the kill. Finally, a shutdown. Nice pick up coming up from No Limit, but they still took so much damage from that. Humit lang actually si Kenji nung alam niya wala na siyang takas, nag-hit lang siya ng kanyang mga kalaban at nasaktan na doon si MM. Ganon kalakas ngayon yung ating Claude. Even after that kill, sobrang evident yung lamang na meron yung Claude.
Indeed. At well, it's still a good way for No Limit to turn this around. Kasi kailangan nilang i-pick off yung mga potential core hero, or rather yung mga core heroes ng Aether Atlas. And that's a very good start. Taking down a 3-0-2 earlier from Aether Atlas. Ang laking impact agad yun. Kaya medyo nahihirapan silang i-take down yung Lord.
Yeah. But now the Claude is already available and No Limit will try to fight this in a 4 versus 5 situation where the Hellcurt is down the bottom lane. Actually, No Limit will just give it up. Magbabak na lang sila dito, punta sa jungle, tamang farm, tamang split push wala sa Hellcurt. Ahing the Claude dun sa may bottom lane, naspatan yata niya to. Well,
muntik pa siya kung sakaling nahampa siya ni Beleric doon. For sure, with the amount of burst damage coming from Aether Atlas, he might be able to take another one Raflesha, and again, the break, hindi siya makakapag...
Tumalan siya dito palayo, pero mukhang mag-Minnow Fury muna kaso yung Beleric. Already dishing out the damage with the ultimate. Now, Nakadita goes in, MM as well onto the middle of the fight, but he will be taken by the Kimi first. Napakit ang kahit mula sa Kimi and positioning mula doon kay Lebron. Tako na siya dalawa. KLVJ will be able to run away, but already down 3 ang No Limit doon.
At ang ganda ng ng ultimate ng Aether Atlas, and also they're able to force KLVJ to run away, giving a lot of space for Aether Atlas to burst that amount of damage.
Yeah. Down. Wow. This is Aether Atlas, a complete table flip mula sa previous game. Able to take that tower.
Grabe rin kasi talaga yung sustainability nitong Creepsu. So tingin ko, ito yung kailangan nilang, dapat ginawa nila kanina. They need this another sustainable hero. Yung sabi mo nga kanina, Tol, na isang tank, isang healer.
Yeah.
And I think ito yung tamang timpla para sa Aether Atlas with their early aggression as well.
I agree. There's not much crowd control from Aether Atlas, but they're not aiming for crowd controls anyways. Naging greedy sila dito with a double marksman strategy, but it did pay off kasi I think yung pinakamalaking factor talaga dito kung ba't sila nag-snowball is yung early 4 kills na nakuha nila. Nung wala pa 2 minutes on, I think it's 1 minute 20. The first invade of Aether Atlas, No Limit lost that fight badly na hindi na sila naka-recover dito sa game na to. They lose their second inhibitor and might even lose this game. Ito na.
Wala kasi ultimate.
Look at the damage coming out of the Claude. Masyado masakit. It will not matter. Dalawa na agad. Up tayo. Make that 4.
Wow.
And even 5 as they wipe out No Limit and take this game number 2. Evening up the series 1-1.
Ano yung aggression, hindi huminto yung Aether Atlas. Simula nung pagkasama ng mga minions, after the invade, kinapitalize nila yung aggression na yon at tingin ko yun yung maganda sa play ng Aether Atlas na yon. Gina-control nila yung power spike nila.
Let's see who will win this. Is it No Limit? Na nasa blue side ngayon, JP on the carry, KLVJ. On the Thamus, Raflesha on... Now, Raflesha actually, ang ating Kai. Sky on that carry once again, MM on that Minotaur.
And on the red side, we have Aether Atlas. Si Lebron ang gagamit ng Kimi. Creepsu naman sa Beleric. Changu para sa Kagura. Lue naman sa Estes. And Kenji para sa ating Leomord.
Ito na. Ano ang mangyayari dito sa ating laban?
So same lane composition din naman ginagawa nila. So Leomord sa bottom lane, Thamus sa ganun na bottom lane para makontrol nga naman. But as you can see, yung buff na guys sobrang importante, and JP and MM trying to steal out the resources coming from Aether Atlas.
Well, I think with Kimi na nag-opt for the Assassin Emblem, so you kind of have to secure still yung kanyang mga buffs. So really good adjustment from Aether Atlas. Getting the, yung ano tinatawag si Papa buff. Kasi di ba may si Mama buff tsaka si Baby buff. Diba? Yung nandun sa may bandang, yung dalawa sila magkasama. Yung tatay nila nandun sa kabila.
Sa kabila. Siya yung solo.
Siya yung solo.
So yung nanay kasama yung maliit na.
Correct.
So si Mama buff yung napatay nga nila. So kasi kailangan dito yung level 14. Kapag once na nagkaroon na ng level 4 dito, No Limit, they can start with this rotation. And again, well, just like what happened earlier, this itong combination ng Haze pati ng Minotaur with their ultimates, isang malaking advantage on the side of No Limit.
Yeah. And now, the Kenji Leomord was left out to the bottom to fend off against the Thamos. This is actually nice for both teams. Mas maganda na Thamos and Leomord napapag-solo nila. But I think No Limit, having access to the carry is much better in terms of the long game. If you will notice, hindi na siya katulad nung kaninang No Limit no Game 1 na medyo fast-paced sila. Yung ginawa nila dito medyo mabagal. Having no rotations muna, but right now they will try to go for the third. And syempre, this is an objective that they can easily secure if they go up as 4.
Pero ito na nga ang Aether Atlas. Mukhang nakita nila ang No Limit na pumapasok. They're trying to take down, looking for a good opportunity to take down or rather steal the third. There's no one's fury sa pulang apat mga kaibigan. First blood. Napatay nga nila si Estes. Pero sa backline naman, nakahuli naman ng isa. 3-4-0 exchange. No Limit flexing their muscles. Lebron mukhang sobrang bilis nga naman niya with a sprint. Able to run away from JP and the rest of No Limit.
Doesn't matter kung sino mag-control ng Minotaur dito. No Limit still winning with, of course, this combination Haze plus the Minotaur. Sobrang ganda ng kanilang crowd control. And the turtle was actually taken by No Limit with the Minotaur getting the last hit. Di naman niya siguro sinasadya pero sakto lang din kasi yung timing nung third pop nung kanyang Minowan's Fury.
Pati saktong-sakto, 4 yata yung nakuha niya dun sa loob. Plus meron pa sila, grabe yung crowd control dito ng No Limit Laos. They have Raflesha again with their Hurricane Dance. So yun yung pangdagdag na aspect nila from their last composition from Game 1.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing initiations coming up from No Limit, scoring the first 3-0. Sama mo pa din yung ating turtle dito. Gonna have to really question Aether Atlas. Binigyan nila nung comfort picks yung No Limit. They did get their own comfort picks out of the sustained game. Kasi No Limit masyadong successful with this Haze plus Minotaur combination. Chango almost jumped upon. Mamaya na pala.
Muna. Napakaganda ultimate from Creeps to Evos. Able to run away. No, he can't. Double kill. Para nga kay Tamus. At wow, ito yung hindi wala silang time na makapag-react. Pati nahuli na agad sila na na sila Minowan's Fury. They're trying to control kill. Or rather, the Leomord 3-4-0 exchange again on the side of No Limit plus the turret.
That's killing the Kenji. At yung sinasabi natin dito kanina, na offlane, or the idea of the offlane is you have one hero to stay on one lane na parang ito yung pinalane na pinamahirap or rather sinasolo na lang ng mga heroes na kayang magsolo. Like Tamus for example, the Leomord. They don't get much help from their teammates but they still win the games with it. Hindi siya parang yung lane ng carry or ng AD carry nyo na tinutulungan ng mga kakampi nyo. Like for example, where carry is it? But it is the lane that you have a disadvantage. But you can solo it now on the turtle, taken by the Haze.
No. Napakaganda nga ultimate from Raflesha. And again, Zaman 4 is not perfectly placed here, but they're still trying to catch Creep 2. Nasa magandang harapan nito, Minowan's Fury. Dalawang tinamaan mga kaibigan. Ito na nga si Sky. Pero sa backline si Lebron, sinusubukan niyang i-save. Kaso makamatay pa rin si Creep 2. 2-4-0 exchange plus the turtle on the side of No Limit.
No Limit getting so much control of this map. 8-0 na rin yung kanilang kills na nasa-secure dito. Aether Atlas looks to be lost in terms of these team fights. Gonna have to commend yung mga initiations coming from MM and even yung Zaman Force. Kanina ba natin sinasabi na follow-up talaga yung ginagawa ng isang Minotaur, which is the perfect initiation. Now Tamus already feeling it. Laban kay Lebron. Naabulin niya with the counter and Inferno gets the mega kill. As they take down the Kimi as easy as that.
Pati kailangan na rin kasi nila ng pagbigay ng farm. Since nasira na agad yung turret sa bottom lane, it will be difficult for Leomord to farm that area already. So, si Leomord inangat nila. Tapos nilipat naman nila si Kimi sa baba. Which is, yun yung gustong-gusto ni Tamus yung mahabang lakaran. Yung mahabang lakaran. Kasi talagang makakahabol siya.
Habulan portion ang gusto dito. siya lang yung tanging gustong naghahabol.
Oh, lagi naghahabol. Pati yung 2 cents ko naman sa offlane, ano yun eh, yung mga nilagay dyan yung kayang i-control yung core hero, yung safe ng Aether Atlas, and also does have an easy creep wave para ma-push agad yung bottom lane.
May, wave clear.
Wave clear, yes.
Oh, meron siyang wave clear. Sinasabi natin, Zaman Force actually was actually dodged by Changu kasi meron pang stun yun, pero syempre dahil meron siya ng flee, meron siyang sort of immunity naman dun sa Zaman Force that could have killed him actually. Nice timing from Changu to get away and be safe laban dun sa Hari.
Pero ito na ang turtle mga kaibigan. Spawn na after 5 seconds. Tingnan natin kung kung i-contest ba ng Aether Atlas itong turtle coming from No Limit since sila yung nauna sa pwestuhan.
No, can they actually? They're
Pero
not,
medyo
they're
malayo
not in
kasi si
position.
Kimi.
Ang layo ng mga members dito ng Aether Atlas, and this is an easy turtle na retry. Pass na force break na dito sa isa. But it doesn't matter, Estes goes down. That's the main support for Aether Atlas. Down for the count.
Pati si Chango pala meron na siyang necklace of Durance, so ang laki na agad ng kinakancel niya when it comes to regeneration and also lifesteal.
Oh yeah.
Kaso abang naman nangyayari naman yun, yung Tamos natin is nasa bottom lane. You're just focusing on the objective. Objective is the name of the game.
Yeah. Now, lilimayin na dito ng No Limit. Yung bandang gitna, and that's another third down. 5 taken by No Limit. Belleric with the ultimate. That's weird, but hindi naman siguro din napansin nyo na No Limit.
Oo.
I think they did.
Oo, kasi ang laking information na ibibigay nun. Sige, kasi pwede silang mag-play aggressive kung sakaling nakita nila nag-ultimate na si Kripsu. Pero tingin ko hindi nila nakita eh. Kasi they're still separated, hindi pa rin sila nag-group up.
This means that hindi masyado makakalaban ng Aether Atlas in the coming minutes, especially not having that sort of ultimate, the team fight tool, which is ultimate coming up from the Belleric. So wala na outer turrets ngayon ng Aether Atlas.
Habang yung Aether Atlas nakakaisa pa lang sila, but again, this aggression, this rotation coming from No Limit, talagang pinipressure nila. Take all the resources, kukunin nila lahat ng mga jungle minions sila. At that's one of the best ways for them to choke Aether Atlas inside their base para makontrol. So, dire-diretso ng aggression na ginagawa ng No Limit.
Jumping right back into this game, pinag-usapan natin kung paano na-choke ang Aether Atlas dito sa kanilang base. And now palang nakakuha ng mga BOD ang Aether Atlas. 8 minutes. Quite slow for their team.
Pati kasi isipin mo naman wala ng outer towers yung No Limit dito. Ganun lang kabilis na gustong tapusin ng No Limit, and they need they want to finish off the game as early as that since 9 seconds na lang ang naiiwan para ma-summon or ma-respawn ulit si Lord.
Resurrecting soon.
Lord is gonna be the next target for both teams for sure. Pero syempre No Limit has got the definite advantage dito. Dahil meron sila pang Tamos na pwede mag-solo. Actually,
kaya nyo solohan yun.
Kaya. Pero syempre, tutulong na lang dito and then ang kanyang mga trauma babies. And later Atlas. At dalawa yung problema na dito. The minions that are coming in. And of course, the fact na sobrang bilis at No Limit dito. I don't think that they're able to contest this. Binato na lang ng rocket ni Kimi. Pero wala na rin yung magagawa.
Yun yung yung possible steal na kaya niyang gawin for Aether Atlas. Yun yung pinaka-safe rather na kaya niyang gawin. Pero ito pa rin, No Limit with that push. Since shinove nila yung lane sa taas, hindi kailangan magko-commit ng isang hero or ng isang player, rather yung Aether Atlas na magde-def or magki-clear ng wave sa taas. So, one of the best ways strategically para sa No Limit para makuha nila yung goal.
Yeah. Now, Aether Atlas will just continue to not have fun in this game. Parang, ito yung mga moments na sasabihin mo, ang nag-ML lang talaga is yung isang team. Which is, in this in this game, No Limit lang nakapag-ML ngayon. Kasi, isipin mo Aether Atlas, parang dumidepensa dito sa kanilang base. Parang custom game lang yung nilalaro nila kung saan dinidepensa nila yung kanilang base para hindi masira. But now No Limit will control this game for sure. Look at the damage that they're dealing to the turrets.
Mahirap nga yan. Plus meron pang Lord na incoming sa top lane. So they will just group up. +1 plus Lord. Ako, tingin ko ano nga pwede nang gawin nila. I think kung sakaling ma-setup nila or sila yung una maka-initiate. Kung mahuli nila si JP, I think kung sakaling mayroong opportunity, kaya nilang i-comeback to eh. But with the Lord, with the cleanup...
isa na lang. Nakuha pa. They did take some pop damage coming out through turrets. The Lord has been slain and 2 inhibitors yata kapalit. MMO, nagandang timing stun but the flicker. Wow, okay, with a sliver of hell. Survives
talaga. Ang laking bagay ng plus. Again, sinubukan niyang i-commit but he purchased the Necklace of Durance. So, meron siyang Divine Glaive. I think it's not that enough para lang ma-burst out again yung Minotaur sa ganitong klaseng oras natin ngayon.
JP has to be careful right here. It's also the umbrella from Changu to clear out the waves. Gustong-gusto nilang basagin itong gitna. Pero for No Limit, they don't have to be super desperate to get that one. Pwede nilang i-take to ng slowly. In fact, they have so much advantage that they can take this game slowly. Pero ita-dive pa rin nila. Is this the right decision though? Will not push through. Gusto nilang mapatumba tong inhibitor turret sa gitna. And they can, and they will. They dive through. Wanna go in. Zaman forced to win it. The Minoa Fury nga lang. Medyo late na. Benedict with the ultimate as well. They're taking so much damage. But JP is really hitting dun sa may backlines. Baka kahit may control, hindi pa rin siya naabot. And buhay na buhay si JP dito. Although there will only be 1 kill. That's onto No Limit. Onto Aether as I mean. Sky goes down.
Pero they're able to take down the tier 3 turret on the middle lane. So, still objective is the name of the game. 17 seconds na naman mawawala si Sky. So, enough, tingin ko, it's already enough for Aether Atlas to farm. Pero ang ginagawa ng No Limit, nakikita natin ngayon sa minimap, is they're just removing the buff potential. Ini-steal nila yung buff. So, sige, kung mag-farm kayo ng konti, pero amin yung buff nyo.
That's right. Kasi, sobrang laking advantage. Sa mid-game at sa late game, parang equivalent to 1 item na yung buff. Kasi percent-based usually yung effect ng mga buff, lalo sa mages and sa assassins. But at the late game talaga, pag nabigay mo naman siya ngayon sa isang marksman, para talaga siyang isang item na ipapurchase mo. And the fact that you're taking it away from your opponents is already a big factor. Kasi parang, imagine mo lang, Kuya Tats, kapag 2-4 yung trade nyo ng buff, parang even lang. Pero pag 4-0, sobrang laking difference na.
Laking bagay nun. Lalo sa itong team fight na nga ito, Raflesia, tingin of damage. Tatlong tinumanan sa Zaman Force ito na ultimate from Crimson. Is he able to maintain this amount of damage? SEC nandun pa rin. Mukhang makakaisa pa rin. Ang Aether Atlas, rather, No Limit. Pumapasok. Nice blink out from MM. Raflesia, able to run away as well. And LeBron, the damage. Again, the tower objectives in the game. Dalawa ang patay. Sa Aether Atlas, Zaman Force naman ito 3. Triple kill para kay Harit. Ito na nga mga kaibigan mo. Naramdaman na ng No Limit. Ang kanilang pagkapanalo. Napaka-mania ka naman talaga si Harit ngayon. Pero focus lang sila sa objective. No Limit taking the win on the series against Aether Atlas. 2-1 mga kaibigan.
2-1 for No Limit. The same formula for game 1. It worked for game number 3. Minoan Fury as well as the Zaman Forces. Way too much crowd control. So much teamfight potential mula sa No Limit.